Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. We're rolling out of control now. I'm going to do an Isaac run. The first 10 wins are the hardest. That's what they always say, right? 3ASZ, ELVK. 3ASZ, ELVK. Playing the hottest modern rap music. Lil Wayne, 2 Chainz, all the other ones that rhyme with Ain. David Wayne. I don't have any other ones. Michael Swaim? I'm just making shit up now, alright. Anyway. No, wait, he's the guy who does things for Cracked. Alright. Let's, hey, excuse me. If you ever shoot at me again, you're gonna be in for a world of hurt, mister. Your mother and I have been talking about your negative behavior, and we think you've got a real attitude problem, Junior. Fuck off, Dad! Alright, son, but you rest assured, mister, that we're gonna straighten you out. You're gonna fly right. Or sometimes not at all, baby. Alright. We're gonna... I hate this room. I wish I could offer anything that's more cogent commentary, like in my life, but particularly on this room, but I just hate it so much. There's just a fire in my belly that rises up whenever I see this room. And of course the exploding fly, because of my own movement, has moved to the other side of the map. So he'll probably be the last one that we kill, thereby granting us like absolutely no crowd control as a result. Oh, never mind, we did it fine. Alright, I'm just being a big baby about it. Wah, I'm a baby. Where's my tinted rock? There it is. I knew there's just too many rocks on this room for there to not be a tinted rock somewhere. That's my new methodology for finding tinted rocks. PhD early on is good enough. We'll never get that tears down pill again, I'll tell you that much. Pretty fly right off the bat, also awesome. In fact, I would go so far as to say that PhD is probably one of the items that you benefit most from picking up right on at like the very early outset of the game. If we had gone into that item room before taking the pill, then we would have had probably a tears upgrade instead of a tears downgrade. So there you go. Never take any consumable until you get PhD, I think is the only logic that I can apply there. We've had really cool trinket synergies in the past few games. We had that Broken Remote poop run, which was just weird. And now we're going to combine that with, after that we had Sad Bomb's Burnt Penny, which was fun. Now we're going to have Petrified Poop, which is not really a synergy in and of itself, but it synergizes really nicely with a room like this that has a lot of poop on it. Should allow us to get over 5 cents. Or a lot of red hearts, apparently. But if we get over 5 cents, that gives us an arcade chance on the next floor, and it seems like, really, you got a good chance of snagging one early. Like, if you get to that threshold early, you oftentimes find one on the second floor, which is awesome. This should make shops, like, a lot lower barrier to entry. That sentence does not make sense, but you get the idea. And I love having it. I may actually go to the curse room. I love an early curse room. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. We got the money to buy a spirit heart, and we're not gonna need to, but we had the money to buy a spirit heart and yet still keep our blood bank precedent. So I was hoping, worst case scenario, that was gonna be doable. Are you kidding me? I didn't realize those guys had so much HP. I guess you very rarely fight them that early, though. So I'm thinking the deal with the devil chance is looking very, very bright. See if maybe we can get something in our shop here. We'll see. Is not our shop? Did I miss our shop? Probably just didn't look at it because I didn't have enough keys or money until a minute ago. I can't imagine anything being worse than Bob's Rotten Head. Secret room? Nope. Or maybe it is, but it's just like a second back. So I figure we'll reroll Bob's Rotten Head. Rainbow Baby is fine. We'll probably get some kind of statistical upgrade here. Let's see. It's Larry Jr. We're doing a decent amount of damage, and, you know, Rainbow Baby's gonna help, especially if we can get, like, a little gish out of it. Can you get a little gish out of Rainbow Baby? Okay. I'd like to stop taking so much damage. Although, truth be told, I guess it doesn't really matter all that much on this floor. We could get down to half a heart as long as we're able to get back to nearly full health for the next floor. I will not be concerned. But this is sloppy play. Now, even with Petrified Poop, the Larry Jr. poop doesn't drop anything for us, which is a little frustrating. But otherwise, we could sit here for like 2 hours and farm it. So maybe I should just be thankful that we actually don't have to deal with that. Extra HP, worthwhile. Very happy to have it. Maybe shop's down here and I just decided it wasn't worth it at the time. Oh, more poop. Lovely. 14 cents takes us pretty close to not having to blow up our donation machine. 15 cents for blank card. I'm gonna blow up our donation machine. I'm not gonna get blank card though, I'm gonna get Steam Sale. And then I'm gonna blow it up again. We did donate a lot last time. So I'm blowing it up again in the hopes of getting 5 cents, which is exactly what we got, thankfully. So I can buy that Spirit Heart and still have an arcade chance for the next floor. Some people have taken issue with how much I care about arcade precedent, but it's really nice to get it early, especially if you can get a trinket that synergizes well with it. And I mean, we're 5 minutes in on the first floor, so if nothing else, you should be thankful that I did things this way so that we have no chance of getting to boss rush. Let's head down to the next floor. But what we have a great chance for is getting Deal with the Devil. Curse of the Lost again. It's better than 2 Curse of the Blinds in a row, I'll tell you that much. Super Lust. Should be super easy, more like. And maybe a very easy way to get the Virus, which I would not mind. Or just a pill, which has to be good, which could actually be better than the Virus. And that is just a crazy good chest right there. 48-hour energy. That's a huge pill for us, actually. I would say that that is probably substantially better than the Virus. It depends on what we actually get as a result of it, but, you know, my hunch right now is that that is extremely valuable, especially if we actually get like a 3-deal deal with the devil and some of the deals suck. Even if they suck multiple times, we can, well, first off, we'll have to ask your mother about a consultation because I've never had to deal with that before, but, that's okay. I apologize. I was trying to keep mothers out of it, but Mother's Day is fast approaching. I'm a mother lover, he's a mother lover. We should love each other's mothers. Fuck each other's moms. Taking a little while here, but that's alright. Guppy's tail early on would be awesome. We are Balls of Steel as well. So now our deal with the devil is pretty much cemented. But Guppy's tail, we have a lot of keys. We could start off on this in a really good vein. Tears upgrade is awesome. This is awful. Telepathy for Dummies is just straight up horseshit. So what we're gonna do, no tinted rock on this room, much to my surprise. At least that I can see with my periphery here. We will use 48-hour energy here if we have to, but I'm actually just going to be content with Infamy. I think damage reduction, you know, the earlier you get it, the more it helps out. And you never know if Infamy might be an item that, you know, blocks one shot from coming in that actually allows you to keep your deal with the devil chance on a later floor. So there you go. It helped us out a little bit right there. Since we picked up the Steam Sale, we can pretty much get whatever we want here. So I'm going to pick that up as well. And you know what? Let's reroll that. Sharp Plug does not work with what we have here with 9 volts, so you could argue that that was maybe a stupid decision. I really have never used Sharp Plug effectively, and that's not to say Sharp Plug has no effective uses. More like I'm an idiot and I never take advantage of this item, which a lot of people consider among the more valuable shop items in the game for sure. I'm stubborn, what can I say? It takes me a while sometimes to get used to stuff that's actually great, but we still have 48-hour energy, so I figured we could throw out a reroll with relatively little consequence. Not really that interested in this. Not worried about the secret room either. You know, using my fucking mental cartography to try to figure it out. Picked up a dime there, though, which is awesome. And we will definitely play our blood bank. I mean, this is the whole reason that we wanted to have more than 5 cents, is so we could do this. And there we go. We picked up the HP as a result, which is awesome. And a stupid amount of cash. Petrified Poop loses its effectiveness pretty quickly once you get past like these early floors, but we'll stick with it for now. Just because, you know, Isaac's Fork I don't really like that much. And that's a good reason, I think. This is not a big room, this is a huge fucking room. There is a tinted rock and we got the bombs necessary for it, so I'm not gonna be too bent out of shape here. Help me. No small rock still. The slightest bit of salt brewing to the surface over that. Does salt brew? Sublimate? I don't know. Sublimating is going from like solid to a gas. That's not really how salt works. You don't want to be breathing in that salt gas. 0 calories, but it's quite bad for you. And I'm actually not concerned about fighting the Haunt at all. I'm a little pissed off that we're going to have like such a shitty kind of timing on our 48-hour energy. Like we're going to use it when we have just one room to go to get a charge, which is suboptimal, but it doesn't really matter all that much. I'll even throw another bomb down here just to speed the process up a little bit. If we get hit here, I'd feel pretty salty. Thank you, Infamy, for allowing the prophecy to remain true. Alright, speed upgrade I'm content with. I like speed upgrades decently. I wanted Guppy's tail. There's Guppy's tail. Guppy's head, holy crap. And this is where that 48-hour energy pill could be, like, insane. I love Rotten Baby. You know, what's the rush in becoming Guppy, right? Let's just pick up Rotten Baby for now. I love this item. It's a guaranteed good thing for us. We still have a lot of HP. We're 2/3 of the way to becoming Guppy. We can fly. Our damage hasn't improved. So fucking what, though? Like, it's really, really still great. So what am I doing here? Well, I figure why not go back to our shop and try to snag something of value down there, you know? Why wouldn't we? I think it's right here. Yeah, alright. I mean, I don't know what it gives us on this floor, but hey, I think that was actually worth the resources that we spent on it. I mean that sincerely. Obviously, Pandora's Box gets a little bit better later in the game, but whatever. We're gonna need those keys for the next floor. The bombs don't hurt either. It's very smart damage there. It's very tactical. If you don't understand why, ask your mother. It doesn't really make any sense. I don't have a good Mark Wahlberg impression. Hey, how you doing? That's so bad! I wish I hadn't even done that now, but whatever. Curse of the Labyrinth. Not a major problem, especially since we just teleported to our deal with the devil anyway. I wish I had a reroll available here, but you know, if ifs and buts were candies and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. I'm hoping for Lump of Coal, obviously. And we got Krampus's head, so hopefully we can come back there with a reroll and reroll that into another potentially more useful deal with the devil item. Hanged Man. Death card. Judgment. Death card, typically I want to use it like right here. Oh, that was lovely. And I think we have a shop. Oh, a double key room. Interesting. 4. Rerolls are item pedestals, I think. So I'm gonna try to get some item pedestals. I know we have Krampus, but I'm gonna make sure that like I like the item pedestals, or I don't like the first items we get before I reroll this. So we'll at least go to our item room first. Infamy doing like overtime here. And this is how knowledge gets cemented. You know, at first you're like, I don't know what 4 does. I don't know what 4 does. I don't know what 4 does. And then 400 hours into the game later, you go, maybe 4 does this, and if it actually does, then I'll remember it now because you know, I'm not going to say I came to the conclusion myself, but you get the idea. You know, it's reinforced in my brain piece as a result of this. Yeah, I'll open it. Golden chests have been pretty okay so far. I mean, it might seem like we're low on keys now, but what does it matter if we're low on keys if we got the money to buy keys? As long as we go to our shop before our item room. 2 pills. 3 pills, actually. We got PhD, too. So Puberty, Pretty Fly's well worth it already, and a Tears upgrade just makes it doubly so. Come on, let us get to our item rooms. More keys. We need, like, 3 of these. Probably nothing. Actually, that could connect over there, so. This is a big floor. I mean, this is the floor that's going to take a lot of our time. Hopefully this is, I mean, I don't want to say hopefully it's the longest floor in the game, but presumably it's going to be an order of magnitude longer than our last ones were. Where the hell is our terminals, though? I'm just hoping to actually be able to use my D6 effectively here. That's the whole reason I took Isaac. People love the D6 meta. I love the D6 meta. How could you not? Gives you control of your own destiny, something that everybody wishes they had more of in life. Yeah, so they do connect up here. Come on, Rotten Baby. Now I want BFF. If you're unsure as to why... There we go. If you're unsure as to why I'm not using the 4 room, it's because I could get like 2 or more free rerolls out of it, but I don't want to reroll something that's good. Kamikaze, we could reroll. And in here, I'll tell you what, I'll buy the piggy bank just because we can. I'll buy the Spirit Art as well. We're not short on cash right now. Then I'll come down to the 4 room, and we'll see if this is what this actually does. And that should reroll our shop, it should reroll Krampus's head, and it should reroll Kamikaze. Figured we'd just take Puberty and use it so I don't get tripped up when I go to a different room. And then let's go back in this direction and try it. And we've got a reroll ready in case we don't like what's in the rooms now. But if we do like what's in the rooms now, then that 4 room was awesome for us. Oh, that's not what 4 does? It did, but it didn't do it in the shop. That's weird. Juicy Sack Sticky Babies is okay. I'm going to buy the Bible just so we don't have to deal with it again. And if we get a chance to reroll it, we will. But for now, I'm just content to not have to fuck with it anymore. Even if we pick up the Rosary, we know that we're not ruining an item pedestal in the future. Instead, we basically just spent 7 cents. And we can reroll it into something else. If you got the capital for it, I think it's a win-win. A win-win right now, anyway. Okay. White Feather is another rerollable one. That, unfortunately, we might not have the ability to reroll. Now we find ourselves in a difficult mental position. Would you rather save a reroll for the possibility of rerolling Krampus's head, or would you rather reroll either the Bible, which is basically a free item pedestal for us now, or the White Feather, which is just terrible? Either one of those could be the right decision. It really just depends on how the RNG works out here. I think I'm going to go for the Deal with the Devil one, which is, I think, the highest. It's not really high risk in that it's going to fuck with us, but it's high risk in that it could completely just be egg on our face, right? Like, it's not going to ruin our run, but we could just save a reroll and then never get to use it. But then we can always come back. So yeah, it seems like that's probably the way we should roll with it. Juicy Sack helping us get a nice little spider army here. Yeah, didn't think I was getting out of that one. That was my own fault. I surrounded the bomb flies with spiders and then was like, why am I getting hit? I don't get it. Okay. Thank you. You're close. Come on, Rotten Baby. You gotta be a little quicker on the draw than that. One of these days, we'll figure out how to do this room a little faster. Maybe there's just no way to do it faster, though. Damn, baby, I can't do it that fast, but I know someone who can. Twister! Got you looking at the gliss on my hands and wrists while I'm laying back, smoking on my cannabis. It kind of becomes rocking the rhythm like Mars. Okay, anyway. Why not use your reroll immediately? Well, because I figured I didn't want to risk not having it for our double boss room setup here with the Deal with the Devil at the end. So you could argue it's the wrong choice, but I disagree. And not just because we found our boss room that early, you know. Everything in Isaac, or many things in Isaac, are RNG related. So I think it's bullshit to be like, see, my strategy worked. It's all based on like probability and math. You know, if I say pick a number between 1 and 1,000, and you actually pick it, that doesn't make you a genius necessarily. Just makes you, you know, it was an unlikely event. So it's better to talk about principles than actual results, I suppose. Which is where I get hemmed up somewhere. Hemmed up? Does that make sense? Come on, DPS upgrades. Come on, come on. This is a DPS upgrade, sort of. 2 big rooms, huh? Weird. That makes this floor exceptionally long. Like, not just long in terms of time, but like physically, this is a long floor. If you were buying this floor at IKEA, you would look at the dimensions and go, can this really fit in my office? You can tell I've moved recently. Okay. Pop up, please. Thank you. Almost dead. Easy fights. Didn't take much damage. Maybe 1 hit on the pin fight. No Deal with the Devil. Man. Alright, I'm gonna take the range upgrade. And I'm gonna come back and we're gonna reroll some shit. But I think I'm gonna clear out the entirety of the floor first, just because it's extremely unlikely we get 2 rerolls, and I want to avoid the backtracking, so. The Jesus Juice pickup is okay, the Mom's Heals pickup is terrible, but I'm basically thinking I should just reroll Butterbean instead. Ah, shit, come on, don't make me a liar on this one. How many rooms are back up here? Okay, this is the last one, so we wouldn't have gotten another reroll. That's okay. I'm a little surprised that with all the rerolls we had, this floor still turned out pretty not amazing for items, but that could all turn around. What do you think? Do you reroll Butterbean? Or do you actually reroll the item room? Because what is the Judgment reroll pool like? I actually don't know. Let's try it just to be a little fucky with it, you know? Bob's Curse is just okay, but we got it. Alright. Super slow run so far, but that's not to say it's bad. We're actually in a really good position. And we should have a Deal with the Devil on the next floor. And that Deal with the Devil doesn't need to have too much in order to take us over the top. We're already, probably a little bit above average in terms of damage, although I wouldn't mind picking up, you know, maybe some freaking damage upgrades, DPS, Torn Photo, Toothpicks, Coat Hanger, etc., etc. many of these things would be very nice for me right now. Curse of the Blind. Oh, don't... This is how it happens, man. This is how we pick up soy milk. And end up still winning, but being salty about it. Anarchist Cookbook. This is certainly rerollable. If we get the opportunity, and you know, it's always nice to reroll books, take them out of the pool forever, but it's like a 1% advantage over other items. If we find more convenient or more potentially amazing rerolls, we'll do that instead. Cricket's Head, Cricket's Head, Cricket's Head. Goat Hoof. Admittedly, we're not getting so much value out of Petrified Poop, but I'd still rather have Petrified Poop than a small speed upgrade that we don't necessarily need. Not to say that Goat Hoof is bad. Hoping for black cards, hoping for like a Justice card. Figured we'd use the Lover's card. Oh, there's a rune. That's the exciting stuff right there. It's Perthrow. Perthrow's good, man. Yeah, we'll take that Perthrow rune with us. Just picked up a dime. I love this room. There's a lot of upside here. Temperance is very good. So this is going to be our... Oh, I blew up Temperance, didn't I? Oh, I didn't. Thank God. This is going to be our long floor. There we go. We're looking for a Justice card. Give us more keys. And we're going to play the crap out of this room. I can't imagine us not getting a payout here. It's hard to believe. It could happen. IV bag. Do we want to Perthrow the IV bag? I think the answer is why not, right? Let's give it a shot. Blank card. So blank card combined with something like Justice would be amazing. But I think we gotta just get ready to reroll this again, actually. Now, does this give us shop items when we reroll it? I don't know. Well, I'm just saying that because blank card showed up. It could just be random, though. Mom's Bottle of Pills. We have PhD. Gave us puberty. BOGO Bombs. These are not particularly fantastic items. I know that we were... Oh, that's another puberty pill. We should get our full health pill. I know that we were pretty close to getting a full charge anyway, but I just wanted to expedite the process a little bit here. Death's Touch? Yeah, that was worth it. I didn't need that key anyway, because I just got Death's Touch. That's my way of saying I'm sorry that I wasted a key there. My apologies. I feel like an idiot. So this is just incredible right now. This Death's Touch pickup helps out an incredible amount. Chemical Peel is totally fine. Next reroll will probably be on Mom's Bottle of Pills, because we've already paid for the item in the shop. And we're going to have first, though, like, actually our next reroll is going to be the Deal with the Devil, which we should almost be guaranteed. We might even mathematically be guaranteed it, but let's see. Well, we certainly don't want to reroll it. Well, I mean, we might want to reroll it, but we don't need to reroll the orbital that we're going to get from War here. We've already fought Krampus. He gave us Krampus's head. Which we promptly... That is the one time you do want to look a gift horse in the mouth and be like, hey, I thought this was supposed to be like colon here. But instead, it's the head of a demon. What a strange coincidence. Headless Baby. Oh, man. What is this? Spirit of the Night. Definitely, like, not worth it. Headless Baby was an okay pickup, but I figured my general rule of thumb is, like, 2 hard deals with the devil, you gotta take them. I was thinking it could be Abaddon, could be Little Brimstone, something like that, but... In our situation there, it actually bit us in the ass a little bit, and if we had not had Curse of the Blind, that would have gone much differently. Blue map, that's good. That's really good. In our current situation, a lot of bombs, no keys. There we go. So we're going to need these Spirit Hearts here to kind of propel us forward, and I'll probably spend a little bit more time on this floor than I originally thought that I was going to. Because I want to make sure that we're getting all of the available advantages here. I would love to get an Eternal Heart in that second secret room. As good as this run is... the HP is scary. A little bit. Now we have Guppy's Tail, so we're gonna have to, at least until we get more keys, we're gonna have to resist the temptation to open every single golden chest that we get. Keep in mind, we do have a reroll pedestal ready already that we can make great use of. It's Anarchist Cookbook right now. Hopefully, Deal with the Devil on the next floor, and that Deal with the Devil ends up giving us, a Guppy item, basically, I guess. That would be ideal. Let's not be lazy this time. Let's come back, reroll Anarchist Cookbook, and then see what's up. Gemini. Acceptable. I think it's pretty good. If we find ourselves in a truly god-awful situation, this can actually, you know, if we get Gnawed Leaf, sort us out. And if we just have unlimited time, we would win the run. I just have to be around like every 15 minutes to move us from room to room, because we'd be invincible. When we weren't moving, at least. Death's Touch, I hesitate to call this item overrated. But I think it's the first item... If you look at, like, the best items in the game, Mom's Knife, Brimstone, you know, Epic Fetus, I think it's the best item in the game that doesn't basically guarantee you a win. It's got a high coincidence with winning, which isn't really coincidental. Interesting. Which isn't really coincidental, because it's really good, but it doesn't win you the run by itself. You do need a little bit more, not a whole lot, but I think... That's why I'm trying to come at this diplomatically. I don't think it's overrated, but I do think it's the first not quadruple A item in the game, you know? Oh, Guppy's Paw. There we go. So now we're Guppy. Now we've won. As if there was like any complaining earlier, or any risk earlier. Now we've won. We've got 3 different abilities to fly. We don't need any more Guppy items now. It's hard to tell if we are Guppy based on... Our character model right now, but we are. And our flies are just gonna tear ass here. Yeah, just walk right into the fire. What could possibly go wrong? I will say we've had kind of bad luck with curses so far, which is to say we've had curses on every floor, which doesn't usually happen, actually. Usually you get a couple of floors off. I realize there's a penny down there. We'll probably come back for it. You never know, maybe we'll be able to donate it all to our donation machine, but I have a sneaking suspicion we'll probably end up fighting Judgment. And by fighting Judgment, I mean fighting Greed. Probably shouldn't mess that name up. But there's Judgment right there, and we're going to fight him. Maybe I just knew the truth in advance. Small rock. Ah, golden chest. Scary. Probably not going to open that. We should go to our shop first. Extra HP up is actually really nice. We still can go to this extra room here. Yeah, I don't want to reroll Dry Baby. Dry Baby for free is pretty sweet. Yeah, you can see, like, once we get a healthy supply of, like, flies coming in, it's just not, I don't want to say it's unlosable, but it's really hard for an enemy to hang with us, especially considering we're going to be getting Deals of the Devil on the next 2 floors, assuming no XL floors anyway. And we've already fought Krampus, so there's no Krampus tax to pay. It's looking, you know, the game's running out of outs, basically, to put it in a poker context. Yeah, we'll buy this. We'll buy the key. We'll buy the pill. 48-hour energy. Crazy good pill for us. Much better than full health in our current situation. And then we'll donate the rest of our money. I mean, oh, that fire's gonna shoot me, isn't it? We did take some away from our donation machine this time, but we're coming back up. We could get close to 200 on this one, depending on how long it lasts. That's like 170 right there. You can't see because of Rotten Baby. 175. We've had some good momentum on this. You don't always get that, so you gotta relish it when you get it. Oh, this is really going for it. This is like 190, I think, here. Sweet, we got up to like 194, 193, somewhere in there. That's really good. I don't know if I'll need to be at sorry, not 200. I don't know if I'll need to be at, I'll take it. At 999 for Afterbirth, but, you know, might as well give it a shot, right? Empress, Hierophant, beautiful. Hierophant, even more beautiful. We're gonna keep 48-hour energy with us just because it's, oh, I guess I'll open that. I'm gonna keep 48-hour energy with us just because it's so useful. I think it was, I really don't like the speed downgrade, but we've had some speed upgrades, and the HP's nothing to sneeze at, but mostly it's, I can stomp the skulls on this floor, which I think is very much worth it. We are gonna need some more keys. Hopefully I mean, obviously Skeleton Key would be like the best thing for us, but hopefully we just manage to, find some on the ground, which is the much more likely outcome, or get some Justice cards, or, you know, anything along those lines. Burkano Rune. One of the least kind of, like, over-the-top crazy runes, but still one I like. Everybody, you know, gets by with a little help from their friends. We can fly. I shouldn't have been so worried about that. I can fly with a little help from my friends. Sunder flesh with a little help from my flies, with a little help from my flies. Ooh. I was a joy to play Rock Band Beatles with, by the way. Don't you fucking doubt it. Got enough bombs to definitely go to our second secret room. And Flatworm, sure. At this point, I think Petrified Poop is useless, and Flatworm is kind of a crazy trinket, so I'll go with it. Alrighty. Probably should have taken damage about 4 different times there, but we got out of it scot-free. inside of our month. I was gonna go off on a rant about, man, it must suck to be named Scott, right? People are always like, thank God we got away scot-free, and you're like, what's wrong with me? But I figured, you know, it might hit a little too close to home for some of the Scots out there. I knew a couple of Scots growing up. We have 2 HP. I think we should take, like, Hairball, Whore of Babylon, reroll this into the mark, which is totally fine. Yeah, that's beautiful. Why take, like, Hairball? I don't know, because it's fucking weird, basically. So we're in the Whore of Babylon state now, which is great. I knew a couple of Scots growing up. They were totally fine. There's nothing wrong with the Scots that I knew. I would rather my life be Scot-full than Scot-free. Because I want to, even if they're assholes, I'm richer for having met them, you know? We can fly, so I think this is worth going to. Basically, we're just going to shit on the game here. Like, we're not going to shit on the game and be like, this game's shitty, but we're going to shit on the game, like, the enemies are just going to get destroyed. Second 48-hour energy pill. It's like the first time in my life I wish I had a little baggie. It's our third 48-hour energy pill. You might be wondering, you know, why are you crushing that shit? It's going to hurt you. You're not wrong. But I like to live a little dangerously sometimes, but only occasionally. HP is the only problem with this run. But I really can't imagine, like, our HP is bad, but our effective HP is enormous. Which is to say that, like, our HP relative to our damage is nuts. We have a, like, I don't know what metric we would, like, damage per HP. That metric seems to make no sense as a measurement, but hopefully you get what I mean by that. We'll go back to that because I desperately need keys. Like, we can get a hit only, like, 6 times before we'll die. But we can do a lot of damage with 6 lives. Or, 6 hits. I would love to get 9 lives here, though. I mean, we get the HP back, then maybe trade it away immediately for another deal. Another Tears upgrade. Never hurt anybody. Blackheart gives us even more killing power, theoretically. Mama Gertie when we can fly. Unlikely to be a concern, as you may have noticed. Placenta. I would like to trade this away immediately, please. And we will do so. Look, I gambled and I lost. And actually, I should have used 48-hour energy there. It was very stupid not to, considering there were 3 of them on the GD floor. But, yeah, I settled for Brother Bobby. In hindsight, very dumb. I think our boss fight's going to be on the right side. I can't really tell whether it's going to be right upper or right lower. We'll see. No thank you, sir. Tears up? Yeah. What I will say is that I'm actually glad I saved 48-hour energy. We may have picked up Brother Bobby, which sucks, but it does allow us to use 48-hour energy on the chest instead, which will have a much higher theoretical upside. Not worth it, probably. And yeah, like, all the tension is now out of this run, because as you can see, as soon as we enter a room, we're pretty much just Death Destroyer of Worlds. We gambled and we lost on this room, but that's alright. As we will head immediately down here. Waste 2 keys, but pick up 2 keys as well. Alright. Sometimes you gamble and you lose, and then you gamble again and you win. Know your limit, play within it, though. Flat penny, I can understand the value of it, but I like, or sorry, yeah, it was flat penny. Flat worm, I prefer to flat penny, just on, like, absurdity's sake right now. Alright, it lives. Let's do this shit. I would not want to be you right now. You're going to have a hard day. Like, this is going to be the worst day of your life until it ends. Thank you, Dry Baby. We've had Dry Baby, like, every run recently, it feels like, and I'm always happy. Clap along if you feel like a baby without any moisture. No, that'll never work. I can't believe we haven't gotten Small Rock yet. I mean, I haven't blown up, like, oh... I'll take it. I like speed upgrades. Again, I've got to save this 48-hour energy pill now because we've already wasted, like, our second most optimal use. The only way I can get value out of it is by having its most optimal use, which is on the chest. This is just absurd at this point. This is like 4 different abilities to fly in the same run. We got Guppy, Spirit of the Night, Lord of the Pit, I think, and now Fate. What we need is, like, Transcendence, Dead Dove, Holy Grail. That might be all of them. I never see Dead Dove or Holy Grail anymore. Come back to me, my loves. Oh, here we go. Another Skype message. Beautiful. Let's see who this one's from. This is Nick. He says, I feel like my mic is 60% quieter compared to the other 3. It's alright, man. We can balance that in post. We actually can, but, you know, if it makes you feel better, I'll tell you we can. You just gotta shout. Let it all out. These are the things that we do without. This is a surprisingly slow run for the actual speed at which I'm destroying the enemies within the run. I wonder, like, my mark of success on a run like this, like how much damage we're doing, is whether or not we can kill Isaac on the very first time he shows up, like right there. If we can kill him before he does another teleport, we're pretty close, but we're not quite at that, like, AAA damage yet. Hopefully we get, like, a proptosis rubber cement bullshit happening on our next floor downwards here. Clap along if you feel like a macular condition. Well, we have to take Undefined. In the process, we will also take $3 bill, y'all. Okay, so here's the deal. Before I do any of that, and I know you're gonna want me to try to get error rooms, obviously, even though I don't have any keys. I have 1. I really would like to get like another chest first. Oh my god, that ruins our synergy, so we can at least reroll that. Come on now. Fuck it, let's try it, man. I don't know. We'll do it once. Oh, now we're shooting Dr. Fetus bombs. Beautiful. I'll tell you what. I don't like that run that much. Let's do that. Reroll it again. I like this a little better. It's absurd. Rubber cement like Cricket's body. Ipecac. This looks stupid. I love it. Alright, then we'll reroll this into Sad Onion. Dead Onion, sorry. And you know what? I think that's probably as absurd as we need to get. Let's try to get some undefined shit going here. Beautiful. Blow up this guy, maybe get an item out of him? Worth a shot, at least. Oh, God. Free me. Free me! Free me! Take me up! We got 2 keys. Alright. Let's open 2 of these bad boys. Curse of the Unknown. That scares me. Piercing shots. Forget Me Now. The Forget Me Now is hilarious, but it's a last-ditch effort. Oh, shit. We need to get Pyro, man. It's a last-ditch effort because if I use the Forget Me Now, I won't... Oh, Jesus. I won't be able to use Undefined again. I think we're going to die here, but then we're going to respawn. Yeah, there's no escape! If I fire, like, I can't get away. I've just got to let my bombs do the fucking talking here. Or my flies do the talking. Every single fly kills a boss, like, single-handedly, which is crazy. Flies, spiders, please. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna need this, I think. Okay, full health maybe in here? Oh, thank God. 48-hour energy. Yeah, let's do this shit. Okay. Okay. I'm at full health, so I can't do anything there. I gotta shoot occasionally just to keep generating flies that I can use later. Let's see how quickly we kill Blue Baby with this ridiculous setup we got, though. Fucking, like, tiny planet rubber cement. Like, 4 flies. This might legitimately be the most damage that I've ever done without ever shooting. Just finish me off, man. Actually, we now have 3 keys, so I think I can open the rest of those chests that we had earlier. Mr. Boom, sign me up to the newsletter that doesn't get that anymore. Mongo Baby's okay. And I do mean just okay. This is one of those runs where I gotta say, like, there's no risk in us losing. Like, we could just win right now if we wanted to. I'm sticking with this one for fun. It is, if I shoot, it's actually impossible to get away from my own shots. They bounce too weirdly, and then they separate. Alright, well, it's an easy teleport. Alright, well, it didn't work out for us, so I think I've gotta now take Forget Me Now. We could probably get one more charge for Undefined, but let's put like a cap on this run and actually try to win in the most ridiculous way possible. We'll pick up the Forget Me Now, pop it immediately, head down to the next floor, and see if we can somehow still survive and beat it. HP is like at half. I don't know what our extra life is. Oh, Dead Boyd. So again, each fly carries a lot of weight on its shoulders here. It can do a ton of damage. Book of Sin, HP, please. Blackheart is not going to do it for us. Easy enough. I appreciate the HP. Eventually, we're going to have to hit ourselves to generate flies. But hopefully it doesn't have to be right now. Unicorn Stump. Ah, okay. I got an idea. It's not Unicorn Stump. It's Unicorn Horn. That might be enough flies to win the game right there, though. It's like our 8th Lard pickup on this run. That's only going to give us half a heart, but it's nice to be at a half-heart interval. Can't even benefit from Spirit Hearts? Oh, good. Monstrous Tooth. So I'm telling you, we either fire like twice here, and then pop Unicorn Stump. Yeah, or Unicorn Horn. Alright, we won. That run was ridiculous. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.